Hey, what's up YouTube? How you doing? I am Dave B. Sells Chevy, and I got a different kind of video for you today, because today we're not selling cars, we're fixing them. This is my father's 2011 Chevrolet Silverado. I'm in the hometown of Bayonne, New Jersey here to try to replace this sensor, which is an oil pressure sensor. Now, the technicians at work that I was talking to get kind of advice on this were kind enough to let me borrow some tools that would get the job done. You know, we got the proper socket, we got an extension that gives you a little bit of play on the socket, as you can see here. And you know what that's for is to get into very tight spots, and this is indeed a tight spot, to the point that I don't know if I'm going to tackle this. So we're going to take it step by step. First thing I've done is I've already located where the sensor is, and basically it's back here. Yeah, you can't see it. Can't see it at all. We got to take off this plastic cover. Now that we got that off, it kind of exposes a little bit to see where the sensor is, and let me show you right now. If you look down in here, you see that little plug? Let me get the light on it right. You see that little plug with the blue little marker on it? That's the plug on top of the sensor we have to replace. As you can see, it's in a tight spot. Joe, the technician I was talking to about this job, said that the procedure with General Motors is to literally take like half of this off. You're taking off the whole upper portion of, I guess, the intake or whatever this is, to get to it. However, it can be, and it has been done without taking all that off, just by having the right tool and getting a little dirty and scratched up, but getting it done. Step one is to try to get in here and unplug it. Now, they showed me that these switches have little locks on them that you have to lift up. And I think I just got it. When you do, you can squeeze it. I got it. Oh, that's awesome, I got it. Check it out. If you can see in there, we are now unplugged. What Joe said to do next was just put the socket on it by itself. Reach your hand in there and get the socket on top of the sensor. Now, this socket is specifically designed for the sensor, so it's made perfectly for it. So it should fit right on. And then once we get the socket on, we can put the extension on and then the ratchet. And then if we can break it free and loosen it up, I don't see why we can't pop it out and put the next one in. Again, the most important thing is here, I can actually reach it with my hand. That's the important thing. All right, so if I get the socket around the back, we're on it. We are on it. All right. Now let's try to get the extension in there. Extension is on. Oh man, this is looking real good. Let's get the ratchet. It's a lot of just feeling. You really can't see what you're doing. Actually, funny enough, I can see what I'm doing because I'm using the camera. Change of plans. We're gonna put the extension on with the ratchet already attached. I'm having a tough time getting the ratchet onto the extension. After a little bit of struggling, I got everything on, and what I did was I actually attached everything, the socket, the extension, and the wrench. I was able to get it onto the sensor. Now I'm at what Joe called is the point of no return. Either I start and I take it off, and then I'm committed to doing it, or the vehicle's gonna have to get towed to the dealership because you can't run the car without the sensor in it. Or I say, you know what, let me just not do it. But I mean, we've come this far. Now it's just a matter of loosening it up, taking it off, putting a new one in, plugging it in, and we should be good. So we want to go lefty-loosey, which means counterclockwise. I don't know, there's like no room. Here's the problem, you got no range. This is hitting up here. This is hitting here. Got it. Got it. All right, so we just cracked it loose. And what Joe had said is once you do that, you should be able to just twist with your hands, either with the extension or just the socket by itself to get it out, because it should come out nice and freely now. Let's take the socket off. let's reach in here. And it's turning nice and easy. And there we go. We got it, guys. We got it out. Now we just got to get the new one in. We're gonna do this by hand first. Make sure it's seated correctly. Start threading it in. There we go. All right. Let's get the socket on there. All right, we got that in there tight. Last step, plug her back in. Just like that. And we're done. Listen, if you like this video, I generally don't do a lot of automotive repair, but I do automotive sales, and I have a playlist that I call Dealership Life. And I got like 60 something videos there that are all behind the scenes at a dealership. If you think that interests you, I'm gonna put it up at the end of this video. You can click the link and go through the videos. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. Thumbs up are always appreciated. Thanks for watching.